What's up, man? It's Shvfty, and I just jumped off the porch of Dirty Globe Bastard.
Step off in the club, who that? It's a cracker, baby. 2 shots of that dime, 1 shot of hen. Let's get active, baby.
All right, so we got the one and only Shvfty jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Nah, no problem. Appreciate you taking the time out to pull up on us today, too, bro.
Hey, for sure, man. Had to.
Yeah, man. So how we feeling today, first off, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. God woke me up.
There you
God
go,
woke
man.
me up. You know, there's a lot of people that didn't get blessed like that, you know, so God woke me up, man. That's all I can say.
Absolutely, man. And what brings you to Atlanta besides jumping off the porch with us, man? What else you got planned while you're in the
Man,
city?
different media outlets, man. I usually, I do everything myself. Usually, like, you know, all of my numbers and stuff are like, you know, organic and all that stuff is just me. I don't really like do too much collabing. And so when I first originally jumped into music, I thought like, okay, you know, I get views like regardless, so I could do it myself and stuff like that. But you know, music, you gotta do these things. You gotta do these outlets. People gotta see you going to this place and doing this. Like, oh, he did that. So, you know, I had to.
Yeah, it's like these days the consumers, they want to consume as much as they can about their favorite artist.
Exactly.
They want to know everything about you. Like, God damn, can I have a private life? But it's like, nah.
Exactly, man. That's why all these, like, you know, Twitch streamers and stuff like that, everybody's got a clip page, you know, and the clip page is 40-minute videos, 50-minute videos, and motherfucker will make a video, I just went shopping, and they ain't buy shit. They bought a pair of socks, and motherfuckers watched 52 minutes of them buying socks.
Yeah, it trips me out how these streamers can stream for 24 hours, be damn near asleep. Some of them be asleep, and people still watching that shit. Like,
man,
God.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been on my Twitch stuff lately. Like, I've been going really heavy on Twitch because, you know, again, it's another form of content, and so it's another form of entertainment for people. But shit, when you sitting at that desktop and that motherfucker, you been at that bitch 2.5 hours, that damn ass sweating, you fuck around and get up to go to the bathroom, you like, fuck, I wanna get off this bitch. And so, nah, for sure, like the people that sit on there all the time, granted, if you have a cameraman and, you know, somebody just recording you and you're like really established and you can kind of just do whatever, that's a little different. But sitting at that desktop ain't easy at all.
It takes a real commitment to that shit, man. People think, oh, this shit easy, man. I'm just gonna go live.
Hell nah, streaming is the hardest shit.
Absolutely.
Because when you do music, you know, for one, you can be in your own private space. You can be in everybody works different. So, you know, you can be in your head. You can sit there and turn all the lights off in the studio, write in your notepad, and you know, it's just you and the engineer. You know, on stream and stuff like that, you got everybody watching you live, so you got to be entertaining the whole time.
Yep, and if you fuck up, it's gonna live on the internet forever.
Exactly, exactly. So I feel like sometimes that's why a lot of people don't stream, because really a lot of people want to stream, but you know, a lot of people aren't really who they say they are. So if they get on stream, they can't live up to, you know, what the fuck they're trying to portray and shit.
Yeah, it's hard to fake it 24/7. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's easy to fake it when you go on IG for 30 seconds out of the day.
For sure. You know, that's why, you know, people still think, you know, I fake myself or I fake the way I talk or whatever, even though I get, you know, 50, 60 million, 70 million views a month, and I've been, you know, doing this for years, and I guess I'm still faking, even though you watch a YouTube video and then you go to my stream and then you go to my TikTok and you listen to my music, and then it's like, well, fuck, he's still faking. Like, you know,
you can't fake it that long.
You can't ever win, you know? You can't ever win, man. You can't.
Nah, real shit, man. So let's go ahead and dive into your story. So you're from Mississippi. Is it Oxford? Is that where you're from originally?
I actually, man, I'm actually from Water Valley, Mississippi. People don't know where that's at.
I was about to say, yeah, you got to fill me in on that one.
I know I got some people from Water Valley watching this. I know, bro right there might be from Water Valley, man. Nobody's ever heard of Water Valley, like ever. Like you damn near can't even Google that motherfucker. Right now, you know, there was like, I don't know, there's one traffic light. There's one traffic light in the middle. It's I don't know, 3 stop signs probably. Sure. Like you could probably drive through the town in 3 minutes. But whenever like Oxford is where you had to drive to do shit. Like, you know, like you had to drive that's where like Walmart was and shit. So Oxford was like 30 minutes outside of Water Valley.
True. Driving 30 minutes to a Walmart's
Nah,
wild.
that's
anyway.
fucking crazy though.
That's wild.
Hell yeah! Shout out to all my people that got cash savers. Y'all, all y'all know in the small South towns that got cash savers. Y'all know that's your Walmart. You know, you don't got no toys in that bitch though. Go and get your groceries and go back to the house. You don't got no toys in that bitch.
So is it one of those towns where like everyone knows everyone? Like
Hell yeah.
you go to the school with the same people for them 12, 13 years?
Hell yeah. Then man, I used to, I made a video about it before, bro. I fucking, we used to get new students and shit. And I was like, I would always be like amazed and shit because like motherfuckers would come and they would be from Texas or they would come from out of the country and they would be like, I came here for my parents' job or something. Like, what the fuck brought you to this bitch? Like, where they working at? Like, there's only one place and it's a factory that everybody work at. Like, ain't no way you move 10 hours to work at, you know, the same factory. I don't get it, but hey, I guess everything ain't for me to understand.
Yeah. So growing up there, did you feel like, all right, I'm going to go work at this factory, or did you always see a bigger picture than that?
Man, I always tell people this, man. I never let myself be where I was at. I never let myself be there. You know, I started social media and everything, and had this dream when I was 12,
Okay.
and so in order to do that and make it out of somewhere like that and actually be successful, not, you know, faking something for the internet, actually being successful, you gotta, you know, you can't have your mind there because nobody there is on the same thing. Nobody there is pushing that agenda. Nobody there is really working towards that. You don't have no role model to base off of. Like, you can't, like, hey, I want to be like that guy. Nah, because that guy, he got money because, you know, he's either a dope dealer or you know, maybe he cracked the code, but nobody, 99.9% of people ain't cracked the motherfucking code. So, you know, you have to be different. You have to think different. You have to be self-made because, you know, people also don't want to see you win. You know, where you from is always going to be your biggest hater, no matter where you from.
No, absolutely.
And especially from there, though, you know, we maybe had 3,000 people at that bitch. Like, my graduating class was 64 people. So, and I finished 47th of that motherfucker. So, you know, look at me now. That shit paid off. Goddamn.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, like, when you started telling people your dream, like, what's their reaction? Like, yo, you could do it? Like, oh, nah, you can't do this shit. You're not going to make it out of here. Like, what type of reactions were you getting?
Man.
Whether it was family or friends?
Man, nobody supported it. Nobody. I always, like, people say they wore their heart on their sleeve. I wore my dream on my sleeve. I told everybody knew. Everybody knew. Like, even when I was in 7th grade, I was posting every day for less than 100 views, but I found the app. And you could subscribe to a whole bunch of people and get coins on the app and buy subscribers.
Oh, shit.
And so when I was in 7th grade, like, I did that. I subscribed to a whole bunch of people, and I think I had bought like 3,000 subscribers. And like, I just like, I don't know. I guess because I was so young, I wanted to feel like I was doing something. I don't know. I guess because I was just so young, and I wanted to make it happen. I knew I was gonna make it happen, and you know, that was. I guess that was my way of doing it. But nobody supports it. Nobody wants to see you doing better than how they're doing. So like, if you're doing something and you're succeeding, now their goal is to beat you. Their goal is not to further themselves. Their goal is not to see how far they can take it. Their only goal is to beat you. Mm-hmm. So and that's how people fall into the rat race and how they never make it. And that's why the same people ask me, bro, how I do it? If you just paid attention, you would know it's not rocket science, like, you know. But not everybody's built for this shit, so it does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It's not easy.
So how did you get your start? Like, what type of videos were you creating at first?
Man, when I first started, my first ever video was I was playing a racing game. I was playing Forza Horizon, and I had my brother sit in it was like a wooden like dining room chair or whatever, and he used my dad's phone. And he recorded the motherfucking TV screen off a phone on Forza Horizon. But my first like video was on 2K17. on NBA 2K17. I feel like a lot of people end up starting on 2K, but it was a face scan glitch on 2K, and that's really where it started, bro, for real. And then I went from 2K to like I always play games, you know. I was, you know, from deep Mississippi. You can't really do shit. Like you can't go play basketball. We ain't got no motherfucking YMCA or none of that. So I went from 2K to Fortnite. Posted on that for a year with not even getting 100 views. I was getting more dislikes than likes. And then
did you start off on YouTube? My bad.
Yeah. I started off on just straight YouTube. You know, back in the day, that's really like you had to really earn like YouTube. Like you ain't had the TikTok to shout the YouTube out and all that. Nah, you had the YouTube.
Yeah, and the algorithm was different back then.
Exactly, different as fuck. And so, you know, I went to Fortnite. And I was doing anything to be able to try to pull in the views. I learned like marketing real early and like how to attract people, whether it was clickbait titles or whatever the fuck it was, just to have people watching, because I knew if I could get people watching, that was a skill by itself. So everything else would eventually fall into place. And so, you know, I was doing that 13, 14, 15.
True. So what was the breakthrough video that got you out of those hundreds, maybe the thousands, 10,000?
I posted a video back. Anybody that played Fortnite watching this video, they know about double pump. You could double pump on Fortnite. I posted a tutorial on how to do it. I woke up, it had 12K. I posted a video that day. I don't even remember what the video I posted after that was, but I started like implementing tutorials into my videos because they would get the most. But I really wanted to stream and like do stuff like that to, you know, further the reach. But my Wi-Fi was, I'm talking about ass cheeks. Like I had 2.3 megabyte download. Like,
damn.
That shit was ass.
That bitch was glitching.
Yeah, and you know, just like transferring that to music, you know, like content, I'm bigger on content because I didn't have no studio. Like, I couldn't get in the studio. Like, my first song I ever made was on iMovie.
Oh, shit.
You can't make a fucking song on iMovie. I took a black screen. I had a $60 snowball mic. I put a sock over that bitch, and I stretched it out and just rapped over the black screen. And that was my first song.
How long ago was that?
Shit, I was probably 10, 9, 10, something like that.
So you've been making music then?
Yeah, I've been making music. The reason that, you know, people don't know about my music like that or I hadn't been, you know, consistent with music was really just because, again, I didn't have a studio, but also, you know, I was a BandLab warrior. I was a motherfucking Apple headphone, take that bitch. I'm finding a preset, setting the preset to the right thing. I'm YouTubing presets and all type of shit. But I knew, just because I'm gonna be honest with myself, I knew that that music wasn't, when people listened to it, that shit wasn't appealing. Like, even if it was a good song, it's made on BandLab. So it's like, you know, it makes it harder because like it's automatically not appealing. Like the same way as that if you market something and you don't have a good designer to design the shit, people are gonna scroll because it's not visually appealing. Yeah. And so it's, you know, that was the thing. For real. But I still made it. I have a whole bunch of BandLab songs in my files and all type of shit. You know, but them will never come out.
They will never come out.
Hell no, them will never come out.
Who would you list as some of your influences, whether music-wise or even on the streaming or the content side?
On the content side, my biggest influence was for sure DDG.
Okay. For
Shit Show. I feel like a lot of people say that, but like he really paved the way for a lot of people. He really showed that it was possible for a lot of people, and you know, back in the day he was posting 7, 8 videos a day. Shoot. And so, you know, I was watching all 7, and you know, on the music side, man, I could sit here and list a whole bunch of people. Like, I could list a whole bunch of people, but I feel like the biggest person that I would say, like, had an impact on me for real was Rod Wave. And my music doesn't resemble Rod Wave, but, you know, going through a lot of stuff, I related to that. Like that, somebody being able to not be, you know, tough as hell, buff as hell, rough as hell, like the toughest guy, like whatever, trying to prove a point, like he just really get shit done or whatever the fuck. He was talking about pain, like what he went through, like as a human. Like everybody goes through shit, and so the shit that other people try to hide, he wasn't hiding, he was putting it out.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, that made me be able to relate to it and everything. And so that was the, like, I could probably sing every one of Bro's songs word for word, no cap.
I feel like that's why he's one of the biggest artists here. He's so relatable, and he's not afraid to be vulnerable in his music like that.
Nah,
too,
for
man.
sure, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
So when did you transition over to the social media from the YouTube?
Man, I was doing YouTube and everything, and I blew up on, what actually happened is I didn't have a house for a little minute, and I had stayed with somebody, and so obviously I couldn't post Fortnite stuff, and so I feel like I was always naturally funny, like this is me, and so like, you know, just saying whatever comes in my head, a lot of people would think that shit was funny, and so everybody was talking about TikTok, and so I downloaded it, and I think I had it for like, I don't know, a week and a half, something like that, and I made a video. It was at 8:30. I posted at 8:30. I still remember the time. I posted right before I went to sleep, and I woke up, and that video had 83K.
Oh, shit.
And I went in there, and I'd been doing YouTube, so my mom knew I was like, you know, grinding on YouTube. But I went in there, and I was like, I ain't going to school today. She said, what? And I said, I ain't going to school today. And I didn't go to school. A lot of people probably watching this. Boy, if I told my mama, well, shit, my mama had a reaction, but shit, look how it worked out. Goddamn it. But, you know, I that day when I didn't go, I ended up making 2 videos. One of them videos was my first video to get over 1 million. And then one, I think, probably got like 800K, 700K. And so then I was like, oh, shit. And so that's really where it started. I went to TikTok. I got my first TikTok account banned at 500K. At 3 in the morning, they popped up. You know, they banned my shit. I couldn't even appeal it or nothing. I was like, fuck. And had to start over and everything. But, you know, by doing that, I learned how everything worked and how to get it back easily and everything like that. Now we're here.
Shoot. And what type of videos were you posting on TikTok at first? Was
Same
it just
thing.
a Fortnite? Okay.
No, hell no. TikTok was just me.
Okay.
TikTok was like 100% me. Like,
Gotcha.
like whatever I'm thinking, like whatever is on my head, like I'm strictly just being me. Like, you know, I'm strictly just really just saying whatever the fuck I'm thinking. And then, fortunately enough, I can, you know, inspire people while doing it and make people smile. And that was really my main goal for real. Like, the world's full of a whole lot of fake stuff and people aren't living it who they really are. And, you know, everybody goes through things. And so if I can make a video and you can watch it and my video's 15 seconds and you smile for 13 seconds of that, then I know that for them 13 seconds, I had a positive impact on you, and whatever you was going through, you wasn't focused on that. You was focused on the video and the laughter I was bringing you, the good vibes I was bringing you, the genuine vibes I was bringing you. And so then, even if you never watch me again, I had a positive impact on you. If I passed away right after that, God forbid, I had a positive impact. And so, you know, I can say that I left the world with a positive impact.
Yeah. Do you remember your first YouTube check?
Hell yeah, it was, I think it was like $183.
Yeah, because I think you have to have 100 to get paid out.
Hell yeah, you have to have 100. It was like 183.88 or some shit. Something along them lines, for real, for real.
And how old were you at the time when you got that check?
14.
Okay. So at 14 years old, you probably, oh,
yeah, hell
I
yeah.
made it.
Hell yeah, for shit show. I did that just by posting videos and believing in myself as a kid, and I made $183 as a 14-year-old posting videos. Oh shit, bitch, it's up. I'll record me taking a piss. For real.
And do you remember when you got that check that you finally was like, all right, I could actually live off of just doing this shit, man?
Hell yeah, that's where it started, but I knew, like, you know, especially when you grow up and everything's so small and everything, and like the people that got the nice cars, like, you know they ain't clocking into a 9 to 5. And so it's like you gotta find a way. And of course I wanted to not only be me, but I wanted and showing people that it was possible, but I didn't want to have no boss. Like, I'm not finna have to be at work at 8 o'clock and get off at 5 o'clock and y'all trick me into thinking that's life. Like, hell no, bitch, I'll live under a bridge and bet on myself before I wake up and fall into the trap every day so I can get home from work and be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Well, you gonna be tired tomorrow too, motherfucker. And so then every day you gonna be tired, and now you gonna be in the rat race just like your parents was, and ain't nobody gonna break the cycle, ain't nobody gonna change nothing, nothing's gonna be different, and you're just gonna be in the same pattern. That wasn't for me. Fuck no, sir.
Yep.
You know, I went broke 3-4 times though, so it's not as easy as it looks, but it has its own challenges. It gets lonely, it gets hard, you run out of ideas, you scratching for ideas, all the stuff like that. But you know, if you know what you're doing and if it's really what you want to do, then you find ways to get around that shit. Yeah,
and also you're probably working way more than 40 hours a week doing this, but at least it's something you love doing, so it doesn't feel like
they always say, you know, if your job don't feel like work, then it's not work, but it's still work. Like it is still work, but it doesn't feel like it, and I know that everything is 100% me. I could work 24 hours and my pay revolves around me. So I could really, you know, I'm talking about grind for 30 days and really see the impact. You grind for 30 days at a job, you're gonna get paid the same shit you did the day before. You might get $400 extra. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I put in 20 extra hours a week. I put $400 into my savings. Like, boy, what the fuck? $400, man, you can't even buy an iPhone. Like, you gotta put that hoe on a payment plan. Like, nah, no sir, no sir, no sir, not a chance. Hell no.
Yeah, right now you're dropping a lot of videos with you and your girl, man. Like, I feel like you gotta find the right person to do this. Like, you can't just be dating someone that's like, oh, I don't want to be on camera all the time.
Man, the thing man, doing this stuff does get real lonely. It does, and man, I spent a lot of time like looking for somebody. I spent a lot of time looking for that person because I didn't want to be out here wasting time, keeping my time away from what I was really supposed to be doing. I'm trying to get millions, billions. I'm trying to own buildings, houses, 12 cars. My house so big, I don't even know my way around that motherfucker. I got 3 pools, some crazy shit. And so that's hard to do when you got distractions and everybody, you trying to keep up lives with 6 different females and all this type of shit. Hell no, But not everybody's made for what I do. I told my girl before we ever got on social media, I told her exactly what it would do. And, I knew that I could help her have her own success on her own way in it. And I could teach her how to do it because I just know what I'm doing. But not everybody wants everybody in their business.
Exactly.
Not everybody wants everybody giving their opinion because I don't give a fuck about a hate comment. The only reason you hating is because you projecting hate because you hate yourself. You hate what you really going through. You hating and making somebody get mad or try to get them out of character or whatever is really because that fuels you, because you hate yourself. You hate your own situation. So seeing somebody else change theirs, you would rather hate on it than say, hey, you know what? This makes me want to go do that. And so, whenever she finally posted and we posted a video, her first video did over 1 million.
True.
And I edited it for her. I taught her how to edit. I taught her different marketing things on engagement, how to engage with different people and do all that. And she's still learning her way around it and everything, but she'll never fall and everything because of me. She'll never go through a dry spell because of me. She'll never want for nothing because of me. She'll never do none of that. And she's, she comes up with her own video ideas and stuff too. She does her own thing and she might not be certain about an idea and she'll bring it to me and I'll say, yeah, that's a good start. Do this, and do it this way. And then when you do it this way because it's gonna make it work because of this. And when it works because of this, then you're gonna do this and that's gonna bounce off of this. And helping her really understand and, not only being an entrepreneur, but having freedom. Mm-hmm. Having freedom. And so me having that female that even if, you see, I pulled up to this bitch dolo by myself. And even when I'm out of town and I'm, You know, I might be somewhere for work. I might be around a whole bunch of people. There might be females there, but she ain't got to be insecure about none of that because she know me. She know what I'm on. You know, like I said, I want billions. You don't get billions by having distractions.
Real shit.
So, you know, that's really that, man.
Nah, that's a good match. It sounds like.
And you know, I also, you know, I love publicly showing affection to my girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't gotta, just because I do music and shit don't mean I gotta have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different females to try to be cool and shit. A lot of motherfuckers that have all them females because they hiding something. It's because they hiding something. They gotta keep new ones because they got some shit in the motherfucking closet they don't want to get out. And not me. I'm gonna be 100% me. I'm gonna be on motherfucking stream in front of thousands of people. I'm gonna say, yeah, baby, I love you. Shake that ass. I'm gonna kiss her on the forehead. Hell yeah, you look so motherfucking good. And I ain't ashamed to say it. I ain't ashamed to, you know, love one girl, be with one girl. It don't matter what everybody else say, what narrative I'm supposed to follow. Cause you know, most rappers, you know, they got an image. They got an image to uphold. Like not me. Like I got where I'm at because of me, because of who I am. No matter how much you hate me or if you dislike me, I got here because of me. I don't have to have nothing to uphold. You know, I just gotta be me.
So online trolls, online haters, you don't be clapping back at them. You just ignore them, just keep it going.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If I clap back at them, I just be like sarcastic. Like you know, I was on live before I got here. Like, and a motherfucker said. They try to say something about my grills or like my diamonds or whatever. They was like moissanite, and I was like, bro, Johnny Dang don't even sell moissanite. But yeah, but like you know, totally, hell yeah, like this yeah, these bitches from Temu, like you know, I fuck around and take these bitches back to Dollar General, you know, shit like that. Like, you know, it's that shit doesn't bother me, bro, because again, it's a problem within they self. Like, you know, I got it. Hey, my tattoo says, "Pray for those that mistreat you." You know, hey, God gonna handle that. I don't gotta react to that. God gonna handle you. God gonna handle all that stuff that you projecting because of what you got going on up here. God gonna handle all of that. I don't have to. So I just find it funny, man. I find a way to make it business-wise. I find a way to get something out of it. I'll give you a reaction if I know what I'm gonna get from it. Mm-hmm. You said a hate comment bet. I'll tell you exactly what you want to hear just so it can do views and I can get paid for it.
There you go, man.
Like, exactly.
Use it for your advantage, man.
Exactly.
Yep. So last year, you really started going headfirst with this music, man.
No,
what was the
sure.
inspiration to say, all right, now's the time to go after this?
Shit, because I found a studio.
It was just that?
That's all it was. I did music a long ass time, but I couldn't post it and I couldn't put it out for the world because I'm not gonna put some shit out that I know's ass. Like I got songs out right now that like I don't even want to hear them bitches. Like I know they're ass. Like you can't tell me they're ass and I get offended because I know they're ass. A lot of people get offended because people say their music's ass. Well, bitch, make better music. Like, okay, if that's ass, then post a song that's not ass. If that's ass too, then keep posting. Like, I don't know. Like, whenever I finally found a studio, you know, I first like got into you know, on a real microphone with real mixing like 11 months ago.
Oh shit.
And so I go in there and you know, I'm just me. Whatever my creative process is, whatever I'm feeling at that time, that's what the fuck you hearing. You know, when in my biggest song to date right now is 6 a.m. Freestyle. And there's a part in there when I said, you know, ooh, that cracker, eat it right. I know I do, Lil Twin. Well, shit, I'm a cracker and I eat it right, motherfucker. That's how I was feeling. So that's what the fuck I said. Like, I've been doing that. It's just now, like, you know, people will try to box me in on content because I started with content and I didn't go full-fledged with music and I didn't post music for fucking 13 years with 3 listeners before it miraculously blew up. And you know, I gotta pray a label signs me and creates a narrative that the world believes and I gotta uphold that. Nah, bitch, I'm me. I go to the studio and be me. I make a video and be me. I go to sleep being me. I wake up and be me. God is good, I'm me. Like, so I just started going to the studio, making a whole bunch of music. I have ass music. I ain't scared to say I got some shit that's shitty, but I got some shit that's hard too. That's undeniably hard. That, you know, you can't deny. You can't say that's ass. You can't. And if you are, now there's some shit that's ass. But you can't say, on a lot of shit, you can't say it's ass. You have to, that might not be your type of music, but at least go listen to the song. You don't ever have to listen to it again, but go listen to it once. Yep, that's good, not my cup of tea, cool. Then don't drink the fucking tea then. But somebody gonna like the tea. There's gonna be a crowd that likes it. And that's who I make it for. I make it for who likes me. They don't like me, then shit, don't listen to me then.
Exactly,
But what people don't realize is, you don't gotta like me, but you gonna watch my stuff. Why? Because I know how to market. So when you see my stuff and you sit there and watch it, you don't gotta like it, you don't gotta comment or nothing, but because you watched it, I'm gonna be in your algorithm 4 to 7 days. You gotta skip me every time you see me. And if you don't, you gonna keep seeing me. Why do I keep seeing them? You better block me, because I ain't gonna go nowhere. And then whole time, I got so many other pages, you ain't gonna see me right here, you gonna see me on that page. Block that one, you gonna see me on that one. And so, you know, I'm just, you know, me, man. That's all I know how to be.
Yeah, the 6 a.m. freestyle, did you expect it to go up like it did? Like when you got done recording, like, all right, this is one
Man,
of them.
I really wish I could, I think I got the clip on my computer still. I had my homeboy in, like, you know, the booth I was in and shit was a little tiny ass booth. But I had my homeboy in there and he put the camera on 0.5 and I was literally just freestyling. And I said I was like, this gonna be my biggest song. Like I looked in the camera and said, this is gonna be my biggest song. And just because like the vibe of the beat, I seen like the approach to it, I seen how people gonna like it, I seen, you know, I fucked with it. You know, I still fuck with the song. And so, I didn't think it would have the reaction like it had, but you know, hey, life's full of surprises. So shit, you know, I wasn't focused on that being my biggest song though. I was focused on boom. I want to put a song out that people like, boom, to the next one. Yeah. You know, not gonna stay on it, and everything's slowly gonna pick up. There's a lot of people watching this interview right now that you might not have ever listened to my song, but after this interview, go listen to it. If you don't like it, don't play it again. But I bet you like it. You gonna find one of them that you like. And then I might be your new favorite artist, you know.
What was the inspiration for All On Me for that song?
Man, man, when I started that bitch out and I said, I go through these phases of life all alone and don't got nobody to lean on. A lot of the stuff that I like go through, like mentally, we all face mental battles. And the biggest thing that I'm going against is myself. You know, we all got that voice in our head that, you know, you might go to the trash can and your head tells you don't throw the trash away. You know, whatever the case may be, you know, you're your biggest hater. If you can defeat yourself, you can defeat anybody. And so I just felt like a lot of things like I went through in life was on my own because nobody really understood like how I was thinking. Nobody really understood what I was chasing because again, you know, where I'm from is 3,000 people, you know, and what I'm chasing is way bigger than 3,000 people. I'm posting a video getting 300,000 on the low day. So shit, that's 100 times 100,000 of where I'm from, you know, or that was terrible math, times 1,000 of where I'm from, you know. Hey, I told y'all I finished 47th in a class of 64. I ain't claimed to be valedictorian, motherfucker. I graduated though, shit, not too much. I graduated.
Now, there was some controversy with All On Me too about one of the lines. One of the blogs picked it up and claimed that you said the N-word.
Bro, I don't know where the fuck that came. Like, I don't know where the fuck that came from, bro. But the crazy thing is, bro, that blog started going around. And shit, I fucked around and opened my TikTok. And you know how it pops up the captions when you post the video. It makes the little word caption. Mm-hmm. TikTok put the caption on there that I said the word. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I made a video about TikTok putting that on my video. Like, because I didn't say it. Like, bitch, if I said it, okay, boom, go on, shoot me. Or shit, ridicule me, whatever the fuck you wanted. But I didn't say the shit. So, you know, again, I just made a joke about it. I just addressed it. I knew I didn't say it, and great promotion though.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Got
Great
everyone
promotion.
talking about it.
I mean, everybody played the whole thing. You had to listen to the 1-and-3-second snippet to see if I said it.
Even still, people were like, I didn't even hear it.
No, exactly.
So they had to listen to it again.
Yeah, so that made some comment. And so, I remember when Say Cheese had posted that shit, and when Say Cheese posted it, that blog did 1.3 million in a day. Just to see if it had like 30K something likes, just to see if I said the word. So like you had to spend a minute of your time to see if you could send a hate comment that I said it. But by the time you listened to it, you were like, damn, this song's really hard. Like I actually fuck with this. Now you're going to add it to your playlist. Well, shit, promotion worked. Whether it was, on purpose or not, it worked.
There you go.
Why would I post a song saying that and kill my career as it's going up? Like that wouldn't even make no sense.
Yeah, be working backwards. That's
that's
sure,
fucking
man.
hustling backwards. And hell no, I'm going forward, man.
Yeah.
But none of that shit really bothered me for real at all.
Yeah. So we got the new single, Cracka, baby, man.
Yeah.
Talk about this one, man. What was you going through that day you recorded it, bro?
Man, I don't even know where I was when I was writing that bitch, but shit, I always stand out wherever I'm at because, I'm a cracker, baby. Like, shit, I'm a white dude, a lot of people, like, I don't know, I guess they have like a certain, like, I don't know, I guess white people supposed to act a certain way. I don't really see color, bro. I don't care if you blue, purple, green, yellow, orange. I don't really give a shit. Like, I'm me. And so, people be like if a white dude dresses a certain way, like people, like females will say like spicy white or whatever people may say. And so shit, I guess cracker is another word for spicy white because the guy that wears the motherfucking collar shirt with the khakis that's shaped fucking short as boxers with the New Balances on and the low cut ankle socks, that's not a cracker, that's a white guy. Like, I mean, I guess you could call him a cracker because he's white, like a cracker, but nah, like, I'm a cracker, baby. Like, my full of tattoos. I wear white tee, black tee every day. I'm a cracker, baby. So step off in the club, the hoes like, who that? It's a cracker, baby. And that's really where that came from, for real.
How's the feedback been since it's been out? I saw you just dropped the video this week too.
Hell yeah. Video hard as hell. Shot that with B-Pace.
Okay.
Shout out to B-Pace. That's my dog. Shout out to B-Pace. It's been good ass feedback. Everybody that listens to it, they like it. You can't hate on that song. You right there. If you ain't listened to it, go listen to it. Just if you don't like it, never play it again. Matter of fact, go on the video and dislike that bitch and comment as many shit emojis as your phone lets you. But I guaranteed 100% that you fuck with it. And if you don't, I feel like you hating because, again, I got some shitty songs out, for sure. Like, I tried to make a motherfucking dance song. I tried to make a TikTok dance song. I was trying to, the hook, like, get in your groove tonight. Like, well, I wanted motherfuckers on that bitch shaking their hips, throwing them bitches out of place. Because, if I could get that bitch to catch all them shaking them hips, yeah, that's going, and so it didn't work like that, no. It didn't work like that. It ain't, nah, but I can embrace it, but nah, it ain't go like that at all. I made that song with my brother too, but nah, it didn't go like that at all, not at all. But live and you learn.
Is there a new project in the works or are you focusing on singles and videos?
Man, hell nah, man. I've been teasing a tape for the last month and a half, 2 months. I wanna, you right there, you probably a fan of me watching this video. You ready for the tape, bro? It's coming. I promise, it's coming. I just wanna make sure that it's hard front to back. I wanna make sure that it's hard top to bottom. I wanna make sure that, I don't wanna give too many extra songs, for real. I wanna like, for this, because I've never dropped the tape, and I want my first tape to really be like 12 good songs, 13, maybe 14 good songs, and then bounce off of that and do a few more singles off of that, drop some videos off the tape, and then right back into, hopefully really build enough momentum from that tape and get enough people watching, then I drop a 26 song, album and you're really interested to hear every song. And, you know, because all it takes is that one song to really catch, and then it's, you know, it's out of there. And that's really what I'm trying to do, man. I ain't putting in all this work for no reason. I was in the studio till 2 o'clock in the morning last night.
That's it.
You know, so it's all gonna pay off though. For shit show, it's all gonna pay off in God timing.
You got any features lined up? And if not, who's some artists you would love to work with in the future?
Man, I do everything myself usually. Just because a lot of people, especially in music, a lot of people are not genuine. A lot of people, again, like, people will dead ass go to the studio and rap about something knowing they don't do it, and then really believe that they do that. Like, because they rapped about it and made a song and people like the song, they'll feel like they do that. Like a motherfucker like ain't ever in his life shot, like they ain't busted a grape in a Welch's factory, but they feel like, you know, they did that. And so that's really why I don't work with people, because people just ain't genuine. But who people really want me to work with and shit like that, and I think we'll do some hard shit, is 1900.
Okay, I've been seeing that comment a lot.
Yeah,
too.
if you go to shit, even in his comments, you know, people want us to work together, and I think it will come out really hard. Not only is it really marketable because, you know, 2 crackers, like 2 white dudes, but it's also like, I think we'd make a hard ass song. I think we'd have good ass chemistry, and I think, you know, it'd be good. I want to work with whoever want to work with me. You know, it's all about art. You know, music is an art. Music is a business. So come on, even if you don't like me, if everybody wants it, boom, let's do the best business decision. Let's not be stupid here. Like, I'm not in competition with nobody. Hopefully, whatever artist ain't in competition neither. And you know, we come together and we work on some shit, and it's gonna go crazy. You know, it's gonna go stupid, because the crazy thing is that if you go to a lot of these artists' page that like, I don't know, I guess they, you know, maybe they feel like they're at a certain level or something, and then you go to my page, I do no collabing, you don't see me buddy with nobody, I don't got a dick ride nobody, nothing, and I do more views than them, and they sit there and dick ride, they click up, they're in the studio with every single rapper or nothing. I don't have to do that. And so, back to the main point, I want to work with whoever want to work with me, man, and you know, just make good music. Make good music, and both of us try to flourish our career. Both of us try to, you know, keep it going up, man. I'm not over you, you not over me. We chasing the same goal. You want to do 1 million streams in a day just like I do. If you do 1 million streams in a day, I'm not hating on your 1 million streams. I'm gonna text you and say congrats, you know, like shit. Me and Rugrat don't talk every day, or we don't. You know, we ain't buddy. When he make XXL, I text him and say, congrats, brother, keep going. You know, regardless of what it is. I want to see everybody win. Yep. That's what it's about, man. We all help each other, man. That's what it's supposed to be. We don't got to be divided. Everybody can come together, and we can work on something. Like, you know, there's artists in the world way bigger than me. I ain't focused on them. I'm focused on me. But if they come to me, let's work. Mm-hmm. Let's do something. Let's make some crazy shit. You know.
What else you working on that you want the fans to know about, bro?
Again, man, I'm really just focused on the tape. I'm focused on the tape, and I really want to drop. I really want to drop some merch. I want to drop not even really merch. I really want to drop like clothing, like. You know, I want to do my own black tees and white tees and like stuff like that, because that's all I wear. Black tees, white tees, and that's just me. And so I know that if I drop that, then, you know, that's me, and I can genuinely wear it every day and, you know, embrace that, and it would be easy to promote and stuff like that. And, you know, people that are diehard fans of me or supporters, I don't like saying fans, they could buy that. You know, I'm also streaming on Twitch along with music. Right now it's just desktop. I don't got a cameraman, none of that. But I want to continue making music, and I want to stream every time I'm in the studio. I want to get to that point when I'm on the road, I'm on a flight, I go from economy to private jets. I want that to be on stream. I want that to be on YouTube. I want people to really like be in tune, like really they can follow me wherever. You know, you like my music, boom, I got something dropping. I'm doing a video with so-and-so, boom, you get the behind the scenes seeing it. You seeing us collabing, so now not only is it good for marketing with the music video, but it's just, you know, it again, inspire people. Get off your ass, do something. You right there. Get off your ass, man. Get off your ass. It don't matter, and again, it don't matter what you're going through neither. A lot of people don't get off their ass because maybe they're going through something. Maybe they hit a hard time or whatever. For one, hey, God is good. God is, I wouldn't be sitting right here off the porch without God, man. It takes a lot of work. It takes, you know, a lot of faith, and you're gonna have more bad days than good days. You're gonna have way more bad days than good days. You're gonna take 1,000 losses before you get one win. But all them 1,000 losses, all of them, is gonna help you when you get that one win, how to keep winning. If you never lost, if you only won, it's gonna be real hard. You're not gonna have nothing that built your foundation. You're not gonna have nothing that helped you get there. Because every time you fall on your face, you know why you fell on your face. So you're gonna learn to never fall on your face again, because falling on your fucking face don't feel too good. And especially when you got a relationship with God, everything comes full circle. Law of attraction. You want something, put in as much work as you can. Talk to God about it. Give everything to God. He gonna give you everything. He gonna give you everything times 10. All he wants is your faith. That's it. That's all he wants is your faith. Just your faith. You pray 2 minutes a day. Pray 2 minutes a day, morning, night. Talk to him about everything. Everything. Every time it gets bad, God got me. I know this is teaching me something. What can I learn? I just fell on my face. Why? Okay, that reason, what did he teach me? That's what, bet. So next time when you about to fall, I bet you hold your balance. Now you got some structure. Now you know where to go. Now each time you get up that ladder and you get closer and closer to the top, all the mistakes you went through is the reason you can continue climbing. If you never fail, it ain't gonna go good, man. A lot of people get discouraged when they fall and they hit their face, or when they get trapped in that corner and they don't know which way to go, left, right, up, down. They don't know. And if you never fail or you don't know how to do that, people get back to that corner and they'll never get out the corner. There's a lot of artists right now, hard as fuck. You right there, you probably hard as a bitch and don't nobody know you. Ain't nobody ever heard your music. Why? You don't put in enough work. That means you lack the skill of marketing. Motherfuckers post videos and shit waiting for a label to come save their life. If you learn how to market, you would be saving your life, because then you would know how to do exactly what the labels is doing. And so then when a label comes, if you decide to sign, they only put fuel to the fire. You know, not, okay, now they're putting the charcoal on the grill and lighting that motherfucker and keeping it lit. No, 50-50. Just like with God, 50-50. You can't say, God, please change my life. God, please change my life. I just please, I don't got no car, I need a car. You got to do something to get the car. You can't just pray for a car. Law of attraction, put in the work. The car's going to come to you. But if you sit there every day, I can't do nothing, I just need a car. If I had a car, I'd do this. Now, when you get the car, I bet you don't do that. People got shit backwards, man. Life ain't as hard as it has to be, man. I mean, life ain't as hard as people make it out to be. People make it harder on themselves. People think that they're just unlucky. People think the world has it out against them. People think that, whatever they think, it don't have to be that hard, man. It don't, bro. Just sit there, go put your toes in some grass. Go breathe, let the sun hit you in the face. Hit one of these. Inhale, exhale, man. It's gonna get better. It's gonna, pay attention. Pay attention, you'll gain a lot of knowledge, man. You'll gain a lot of knowledge. You'll know how to work everything, man. And, hey, with God, life's a lot easier.
Oh, well said, man, for sure. You got any shout-outs you want to give before we wrap it up and get you out of here, man?
Shout out to my brother, Official Boo. He's also a musician. He ain't dropping that crazy right now. He ain't been he ain't been dropping too much, but he's been working a lot of stuff on the way. I would like for y'all to go check him out. That's really it, man. Shout out to God. That's really my main shout out. Shout out to God. Yeah, without hard working God, I wouldn't be here. So that's really my main shout out for real.
Step off in the club, the hoes like, who that? It's a Cracka, baby. 2 shots of that dime, 1 shot of hen. Let's get active, baby. Fuck